What's up YouTube? It is your girl Ava Renee back with another YouTube video. Y'all see I'm in my bathroom. I got this cap on my head. My hair is looking like what it's looking like. Y'all already know we're about to get into another lock tutorial. So quick little bit of context. I actually just came back from an appointment to have my hair dyed. So I was going for a very nice auburn. I've been really aiming for this color for a couple of years now, and I feel like this is the closest that we've gotten to it so far without bleach. But I'm not gonna waste too much time yapping about that. We're gonna get right into the tutorial. So today I am doing perm rods. I'll insert a picture of how they usually turn out. So I have these little perm rods, and yeah, we're just gonna get started. As you all, if you're not new here, and if you are, well, I guess if you're new here, these are the products that I am going to be using. I have rose water to spray on my hair. I use this wild growth hair oil that I get from Super Beauty for my roots. And then for the actual retwist, I use this Jamaican mango and lime locking firm wax. And something I started using to help my hair hold while it's in the perm rods is this Pump It Up holding spritz. And this has actually been really good. I've used it on when I do perm rods and when I do pipe cleaners, and I have noticed a difference. So yeah, we're gonna jump right in. I am also going to be using these pins to help hold my roots because I want my roots to be neat. When I first started doing perm rods back in 2023, I didn't do anything to the roots because I didn't think it would come out properly, but I actually learned earlier this year in June, cute picture, that there's a way to do it and they still come out really cute. So the first thing I'm going to do that you guys know I do, I'm going to pull down my back locks. That's going to be 4. And we're going to go in with our rose water. And I'm going to do a really good mist because my hair did dry up a bit from when I left the salon. We're going to take our wild growth hair oil and slide that across the row. I need to get a fresh bottle of this. We're going to rub that into the parts, and then we're going to take our wax, and I'm going to prepare 2 pins. And so I'm going to retwist as normal, making sure that I am twisting in the direction that my locks are already going. And we're just gonna retwist like normal. Take a pin and pin it. And then go on to our second lock. So we're going to put some of that wax on our second lock and do the same thing. Palm roll it in the direction that it's already going, and I am going to take this clip from the first one and put it on both of these. So now that we have our 2 locks that have been palm rolled and retwisted, we're going to take a perm rod. I have these, the white ones, I guess. The colors delineate a difference in size. So you're gonna come closer actually. If you have longer locks, you're gonna have to start from the very base. This worked earlier this summer, so I'm hoping that it still will work. But again, we're gonna take this longer end, tuck her in so she's tucked in, you can kind of see it. And then I'm going to cover it with the lock, and I'm going to start just rolling it nice and tight. Okay, and I'm going to take my little end here, and I like to kind of wrap it a little bit just because I feel like that helps to make it tighter, and then I pin it like that. Something about this one feels off to me. I don't like when it does that right there, so I think what I'm going to do is bring it around here so that it holds that properly. And then I'm going to tuck it back here. There we go. We have our first pipe cleaner curl, and our roots are still intact. Still nice and flat. I don't know if you guys can properly see that, but hopefully you can. So yeah, that is how we get this lock or how we get this perm rod curl. And the extra step that I've been doing since getting the spray is just taking some of this spray and just spraying it on. Okay, so we take a few, I might be overdoing it, but I take some of that and just make sure that it's saturating my hair a bit. That way it gets that nice hold after I sit under the dryer, and once I decide to take them out, it should have a nice hold. So I'm going to walk you guys through this one more time, and then you'll know how we're gonna do things. We're in a time lapse. I'll still show you everything. It's just gonna be a bit faster, and then we'll come back together as I get closer to the front where it's a bit easier to demonstrate. So once again, going in for these two locks, I'm gonna go back in and spray a little bit more on here. So just spraying the roots and a little bit of the actual locks itself. And I'm mainly doing that because my hair has dried up a lot since I had my appointment earlier. I'm not gonna put more oil because it has oil in it, but I'm gonna go back with our wax and use this one, do our first lock, and I'm going to twist her, put a clip on it, do the same with our second lock, give her a little twist as well, and take this pin off and repin it. You don't have to take the pin off and repin it. It's just my own personal preference of how I like the pins to face a certain way, and when I'm switching hands, that kind of throws things off. So again, we're gonna kind of pin these close to the root, and there we go. And so one more time, we have our perm rod, we have our locks, and I'm also making sure that my locks line up with the way that they're twisted. So for example, if I were to put it this way, yeah, it'd be okay, but by the time I get up to the root, it's not really going the same direction as my retwist. You want it to be on the underside of where your retwist is. Like the way I just did it is the wrong way. I want it to be under, because this is how I retwist my hair. So again, we're going to start at our base. The longer end, I'm kind of going to take that and tuck it. So if I turn it like this, you can see it's been tucked. And I'm going to cover that. First I'm going to push this down to the end. We're going to cover that. And we're just going to start twisting. I'm going to try to be fast because my camera's about to die. And I'm going, because my locks are longer, I'm going to try to push down a bit and make the most of the space that I have. And then now that we're at the root, I'm going to have to play around with pinning it so that it doesn't look like it's coming unraveled. But that is actually perfect. Voila, that is our second perm rod curl. And really quickly, I'm going to take a bit of this spray and spray it. And that is it. Before my camera so rudely cut me off, I was just going to say that that is it. I hope you got a good look at this one. So that's it. I'm going to repeat this process, and yeah, I'm going to time lapse it, and we will catch up closer to the front.
Ooh, it's something about, just something about the way she moves. I can't figure it out. It's something about her. Ooh, it's something about kind of woman that wants you but don't need you. Hey, I can't figure it out. It's something about her. Walk like the boss, talk like the boss, pedicure and nails or something pedicure boss. She's fly effortlessly,
right, y'all, we are on our last row. I'd already greased these up, but I'm gonna do it again because they probably got a little dry since then. I'm gonna do the back 4 and I'll meet y'all in the front for the first 2, or for the last 2. We are down to our last 2. I'm gonna do one with y'all and for the YouTube video, and I'm gonna do one for my TikTok. So you get one more. So we're gonna do let's do the left one together. So for the left one, I'm going to apply my wax or gel or whatever you want to your roots. And you're going to palm roll as normal. Caught up some other hair in that, but I'm going to palm roll it as normal. I'm going to take a clip and clip it. We're going to do the same. This front one, put a little bit of gel, wax, whatever it is you're using on it. Let's be almost there. And palm roll that as well. I don't want to palm roll it that way. I actually want to palm roll it to the side. Let me redo that. Okay. Now we've got more of a side palm roll. And then we're going to take our clip and clip it. Okay, move it up some. And one more time to show you all. Okay, move my face out of the way so you get a good focus on this. So I'm taking this end, these ends, and I'm going to wrap them underneath. And I'm going to actually try to push that down some because my locks are longer. And I'm going to roll and roll and roll, and I'm rolling in the direction of my retwist. So we're going to roll and push down as needed so I have space on the perm rod. You're gonna roll and push down so I have space. Roll, roll, roll until we are at the top. And then I'm going to take this string and this white piece. I'm going to kind of bring it behind and just make sure it's nice and snug and tight. So I've kind of wrapped it around like this. And then I'm going to clip it. And I'm going to make sure that my pin is still going in the right direction, which it is. And there you have it. That side is done. So I'm still gonna record this, but I'm gonna mute it and probably put a little bit of music over this because I'm going to talk into my phone camera for TikTok. So, okay, so this is an up close and personal video on how to achieve these pipe cleaner. How to achieve these perm rods with your locks. After you put your spray, your oil, whatever little process you follow, go ahead and palm roll your locks as you normally would. Putting my firming wax on there. I am palm rolling them to the side because I want them to lay to the side. I don't necessarily want them down in my face. Do the same with your second lock. Nice and palm rolled. And I'm going to fix the clip so that it's holding both of my locks. Here we go. And I have my perm rod. The piece with the string is at the top, the open end is at the bottom, and I'm holding my locks basically in the direction that they were retwisted. And I'm going to take my ends, wrap them underneath, and then we're going to roll it. And I'm going to scrunch it as needed. And see, what you want to avoid is a little piece sticking out like that. So I'm actually going to unravel it because I don't want that to stick out. I want that to be tucked underneath. So we've got it tucked now. And we're going to roll and push, or roll and squeeze, because I need all of this to fit into this one. And it did. And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to swing it around the back, and then loop it under the front. And there you have it. And all I'm gonna do now, I don't think I did it to this one, is spray my holding spritz on it. Do the same with this one, spray some holding spritz on it. And that should help with the hold. And I'm also gonna oil my edges, but voila, you have your perm rod curls. And now you're going to let these sit and dry for a couple of days. Let the curls really gain that definition from being, you know, coiled up like this. Or you can sit under the dryer for one night and then take out the perm rods. But the goal is to really make sure that your hair is dry, completely dry, before you take these out. But the longer you leave them in, the more of a hold that they will have. But this spray also helps. So we'll be back in a couple of days when I am ready to take these out. I just know that this is gonna eat down. And yeah. All right, y'all, today's Thursday and we are ready to take these out. Let me just start by taking out the clips. All right, so we are just going to unhook the bottom, unravel the curls, and that's it. I'll catch up with y'all in the front.
When I'm sitting there alone all by myself, it's different when I think you might be with somebody. This shit.
Okay, now we're down to the last one. So what you want to do is, again, pop open the end, unravel your hair, and then separate the curl and play around with it to make sure it looks how you want it to, where it's laying the correct way. Do that again. Separate it, and the last two we're going to, I'll do one here, unravel, separate, and one more here. So we're going to unclip and unravel in the direction that it's already going. We're going to play with the curl a bit to make sure it looks the way it should, and then we're going to separate it. Separating is optional. And voila. All right, y'all, this is the final product. As you can see, the curls are eating. Get into the definition. Get into the definition. This came out so cute. Yeah, that is all that I have for this video. Until the next, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, share the video with somebody that you love. And until the next video, remember to speak life and spread love always, and I love you guys. Mwah.